Hi guys, this afternoon, and I'm gonna do a video today. And surprise, surprise, I'm doing it on a 12 by 16 panel. So usually I do on an 8 by 10 canvas, but today I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for you guys. But I'm gonna do it on a panel. So first of all, I'm gonna try to make mountains. Or actually, no, I'm gonna paint the background, paint the sky blue after I put it on, of course. I usually don't get my colors ready until I do my recording. So I'm going to be using a 16 flat, and I know this panel is bigger than my brush, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my sweet time today. And this sky might be just blue. I don't know yet. I might add some orange to it on the bottom. I'm gonna add it to the. I'm gonna add blue to the white soon here. Make a little lighter blue. Yep, 12 by 16 canvas today. I know the 12 by 16 canvas is probably easier for you guys to see. So I'm adding white. Make sure you blend all that in because it looks nice when you blend it in. Now I add some orange. Really pretty. Some of these big bottles are hard to open. Like I said, I don't add any colors until I actually do the video because it's just easier for me to do it that way. Most people have the colors already before they do the video, but I do it sometimes during the video. That way you guys know what colors I'm adding. I'm adding orange. And you can see how beautiful and bright it is. Oops. And as you can see, I dripped some on the bottom of my canvas. But that's okay. We'll just go over it anyway. Never try to add too much paint on your brush because that's what will happen if you add too much. And I add white to this one. Then I add white and orange. My horizon will probably be down to here. Actually, I don't want to make it too far to the bottom. Then I add more orange. I just kind of go back and forth to white and orange, white and orange. That way it will blend real nicely. And I'll add some right up here too. As you can see, I made my horizon line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to probably do a stream or something. Let's see. That noise in the background is my fan because this office gets kind of hot in here, so I have my fan on. So don't pay attention to that noise if you hear it in the background. Now, I got my string in. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like make the ground brown first, and try when you add paint, try not to have too much on your palette because then you're gonna probably waste a lot of paint because acrylics, you can't save acrylics unfortunately. Well, the screen's not coming out either. Um, oh, that's why. There's a big blob. Okay, now we'll try it again. That's the problem with these bottles. Some of them, they'll get big blobs when it's harder for it to come out. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I just wipe my hands on my apron, is I'm going to add this brush. This is a number 3/4. I don't know why they do that. It's like, I don't even know what number it is. It just says 3/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like go towards the edge of the water thing. I'm just going to add brown to the edge of it. Okay. To this edge too, I'm going to add some brown. And if you want, you could add the whole thing brown and put green over it or whatever. I mean, doesn't really matter. It's all up to you. But this, um, this I'm going to kind of try to make a hill. Huh. I don't know how to make a hill, really. On this side is going to be kind of a hill too. Okay. Now, without washing my brush, I'm going to add green, to the outside of the brown. I didn't wash my brush or nothing. I just basically added green. And this is the first time I'm teaching on a 12 by 16 canvas. So it's going to be a bigger picture and it's going to also be kind of more patience. It's, I'm not going to rush through it like I do with the 8 by 10s. Yeah, especially when I have my fan on, it seems like the canvas dries a little bit quicker, a little bit. I kind of made a mess here. Like that, okay. Don't add too much paint. I always end up having too much paint on my brush and then it drips everywhere. So you get too much paint, just wipe it away again. And that might have a little bit orange there, but that's okay. That was from the previous strip that I did. Now, you guys have a choice whether you like the flat canvases better or if you like the stretched canvas better. I work I work with both, so I don't have really a preference on which one I like better. So I work on both, and they seem pretty good, both of them. But the thing is, I think I started on a flat canvas, a canvas panel. I started painting on that before I started my stretched. And at first, I was kind of hesitant about painting on a stretched canvas. Because for one thing, with the painting on stretched canvas, you have to cover the sides too, and it's kind of hard after a while. So now I'm going to color in the river. And if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Uh, It'll be covered anyway, so as you can see, I always add more paint, which I shouldn't have to do that because I don't want too much paint on my canvas. But I just like to have the picture kind of showing a lot. So I do add a lot of paint on my brush. Okay. Now what you want to do is, that's my river, that's my green, well over here is green grass with the, I guess those are going to be rocks. I gotta, let's see, put rocks here, here. Those are supposed to be little rocks. Or little pebbles actually. It doesn't really look like any rocks because it's so small, but they are the rocks. It's like two. I look up to artists that can paint hills and stuff. I mean, it's kind of a challenge to paint cliffs, hills, whatever. And to me, it's a challenge anyway. Okay. As you can tell, that's a river. I hope everybody can tell what that is. Um, Now I'm going to take this brush, this liner brush, and just kind of go with the white with the river. Because the river is flowing this way, so I'm having the little lines going this way. So don't worry about it. If you miss up a little bit, it's it's nothing to be worried about. Because these are just lines for the river, so it's not like I might have to repeat this because it's a lot. I need to do it right first of all. These lines are kind of hard to paint, so if you mess up, just go over them with glue and paint them over again. Because I know lines on the rivers kind of hard to paint when it's going this way or it's going that way or whatever. But yeah, so it's only Wednesday. Anybody have any plans for the weekend yet? You know, we do. We have great plans for the weekend. So, um, now this side I think is supposed to be clear, but it doesn't really look like one. But with the river like this, just make little marks. Not very. Don't press on your brush too hard. Just barely tap. See those lines in the river? The river is flowing. And there you go. And we're gonna try to put rocks in the river too. But this is rock. This is rock. This is rock. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make them into rocks. See how that is? I made them. I made rocks. Now the fun part. It's time to make mountains. What you want to do is take your liner brush and just trace like a mountain. I have not made mountains for a long, long time. So these are going to be kind of different. Actually, they're supposed to go down. These are big mountains, so you have to color them with a different brush because that brush is way too small. I don't know why I always say color. I mean, paint. Seems like I always say that word color. It's like it's not coloring, it's painting, but yeah, bear with me because I haven't really done mountains for quite a while now. So, and once I stop doing mountains and then do them again, it takes me a while to do them the right way. So, actually, I'm going to be covering the whole sunset. Oh well. Yeah, what I should have done, I should have. No, it's okay, I guess. Problem is, I'll be covering the sunset, but because these mountains are going to be big, they're going to go all the way to the bottom here. Add some more glue. See, when you run out of paint and you need some more paint, just add some more instead of just putting it all on the palette because then you're wasting a whole bunch of paint. I didn't think I was going to paint the whole sunset. That's okay. These are going to be huge mountains anyway, so it's a valley, a mountain valley. And what I should have done, well, I could have put some more. Well, it looks okay. I mean, you can see the sun set a little bit on there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some white right here. That way it's not so, oops, shoot. It's not so, that way the mountains will show more and not the blue. And try not to go into the mountain like I just did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. There. Those look pretty good for, well, it's not my first time doing it, but I haven't done mountains for a while, so I'm very happy that turned out the way it did. Because that's a lot of mountains, a lot of mountains. So that's my mountains right there. So it looks pretty cool. I still can see the sunset over there, so it's not fully covered. I have to cover this part because the sunset's still showing a little bit through the mountain, and you can't have that. So voila! See how pretty that looks? I like the big mountains like that. Makes it look really neat. Now, what you want to do is take your liner brush again and take some more white because you need a little bit more white on your. Put some white on the mountains, on the corner of the mountains. You want to put some white. And what you will do is like this, just kind of put some on the corners like that. See? just kind of blend it in a little bit so it kind of looks like a mountain. Most beautiful mountains that I think are the Alps, the German Alps. Those are really pretty mountains. And if I could paint them, I would. But like I said, I have to have a reference photo for that one because it's hard to paint by memory. I do a lot of these things by memory. I don't really use photos or anything. Even this is memory. I didn't go by a photo or anything on this one. But yeah, that's what you want to do is just spread it out like that. I mean, people do different kinds on how to do mountains and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm kind of covering it, covering the white part here too. I don't know if I like the white on all the mountains, but you can have white on some mountains or you can have white on all the mountains. It's your painting. You can do whatever you want with it. I don't want too much white, so I'm kind of covering it with the blue because it makes it look too much white just doesn't make it look right. But see now it's pretty much blue. So um, boy, those are huge mountains. Um, I could add some more mountains like on the bottom part, maybe right there. Um, because it just looks too much space right there. So I'm just gonna put the mountains in front of these. Now sometimes when you see mountains, sometimes you see them double. Like you might see mountains in the front and you might see them in the back, or you might see hills in the front and mountains in the back. These are going to be kind of like mountains in front of the others. So I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this orange, kind of orangey, orange and blue and mix them right now. So that way they don't really match the mountains in the back. They're different than the ones in the back. So you could look at them as mountains, or you can look at them as hills, maybe hills in the front and mountains, maybe. Yeah, those are kind of weird looking hills, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe um, I'm just adding blue and orange to these ones that up here because I really don't want them to be the same color because then you can't really see the ones in the front. Yeah. My pride screwed up on this picture, but that's okay. Next time I do mountains, I won't do it so big and I'll just not take up the whole canvas of mountains. But that's okay. I mean, like I said, I'm doing all this from memory, so I'm not really doing a reference photo or anything. Sorry about my cough, guys. The it's probably the allergies. I usually get allergies this time of year, but it's yeah. So you can do whatever you want with your painting. You don't necessarily have to follow what I do. These mountains up here are orange, and they're kind of no, they're not. I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get them kind of like curvy, not really curvy, but hope everybody likes that. But I should make hills in the front. But now I'm making two kinds of mountains. And I don't know if I like it. Um, yeah, well, I'm going to leave it that way for now. But what you want to do now is I'm going to add probably a tree, or no, I'm going to add some bushes. Bushes. Now I'm going to take this brush is my bristle brush, I guess. You take brown, put in the brown and the green. And just make little tiny bushes. I know this isn't the best painting, guys. But I wasn't really prepared on what to paint today, so I just figured paint anything. So I'm painting just bushy areas and can't talk today. My throat's all dry. But this brush is good for like bushes and things like that. You go over here, put some white in here too. See, like if I don't like a picture or something, I'll paint over it and make a better one. Which this one I might end up painting over it because I didn't do a very good job. But it just gives you a idea of what landscape looks like. As you can see, this side is lighter than that side because this side the sun is shining. So now, yeah, do that with the. If you want to, you can use this brush to blend things in too. It's a nice brush to blend in, so you don't have to. Like I said, I might redo this painting, not now, but later on, because I just made it too. I don't know. The next one I do on YouTube, it might look like that, but might look a little bit different than this one. So it might look better than this one. This is just kind of a rough draft, you would say. And when you redo a painting, when you redo a whole painting, color the whole canvas white. Nothing but white and make it white again. And then you work on it after that. But that's what I might do to this painting. I might just maybe leave a river, but I might just redo this whole top part. I might just leave this part, but redo the whole top. Because I know I did the blue sky right, but then I covered the sunset. And I don't know why I did that, but I did. And I just don't like it now. So, yeah, sometimes you gotta redo paintings sometimes. If you don't like something, just go off and redo it. And the second time around might look better than the first time. So, you know how people say uh, third time's a charm? Well, the second painting is always the charm, not the third painting. But, yeah, I usually do things over again. Um, it's not very often I do it over, but there are times in my life I do my paintings over, and that's okay. It's not saying you're a failure or anything. It's just saying that you gotta do it over and be happy that that you tried the first time. So I mean that's the way it is. So anyway, have a good day, everybody. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry this painting didn't work out the way I planned, but it gives you a rough idea of what river looks like and grass and mountains. But which I can make better mountains. But yeah, so have a good day, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye now.